Hey everyone, it's Libby from Nice to Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Warramai First Nations people on what is officially our Australia Day, which is very similar to the US's Columbus Day, in that was hugely celebrated once upon a time, but now that history is actually being acknowledged, it's more of a quiet day of reflection and spending time with those that we love. Okay, what I'd like to have a look at today, huge welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Isn't it fabulous to have them here again today? What I'm going to have a look at today is I'm going to have a look at Mike Pence. I don't know that I've ever actually read on Mike Pence, so we'll have a look. And speaking of things that I've read on, feel free at any time to go into the homepage where the little magnifying glass is and type in a topic that you may have a question on and see whether I've read on it already, because boy, I've read on a lot of things over the years. One of them is Putin. A lot of readers are coming out now saying that they believe Putin has passed. I think the first reading I did on Putin's really low health vibrational energies and passing was around 5 or 6 months ago. May have even been longer. I do have a reading up there from 12 months ago about Russia post-Putin. So about 5 months ago, my boys started picking up that his energies were so low that they really couldn't tell whether he was incredibly ill, potentially even on some form of life support, or whether he had passed. So at the time they had said to me that we wouldn't find out that he had died for several months after he had gone, in that due to the power struggle in fighting in the Kremlin. So we'll see how that plays out. Feel free to go back and have a look at that videos, or all those videos, because I typed Putin in and boy, a whole stream of them came up. Thrilled to see that rumour has it from official, unofficial sources that 30 to 40 Abrams tanks will be sent to Ukraine. Did read on that, was it last week or last week I think it was, that there were discussions going on behind the scenes between Germany, the US, Sweden, Poland, etc., making this sort of deal. And the boys had said yes, there was a deal going on, that Germany would say yes to the Leopard tanks if US committed to some Abrams tanks. So that seems to have come to fruition as well. Okay, let's get on to Mike Pence. Been really quiet. The question was, one of the questions was sent in by one of my lovely viewers via mastertarot@gmail.com, was what does 45 have on Pence? Ooh, he's paused due to something really anxious going on in the background. So we'll just have a look at Mike Pence and see where it leaves us. I think what I'm really getting is that it's not so much there's something on him. He is an old school Republican. He is an old school conservative. And what I'm really getting is that he is just so disgusted at what has happened to the Republican Party. It's not the party that he joined. It's not the party that he was part of for so many years, that he literally wants no part of it, but he doesn't know where else to go, basically. But let's have a look. Let's have a look at the energies in Mike Pence. Mike Pence, what's his energies at the moment? What is Mike Pence's energies at the moment? If you can hear a humming in the background, I've got the air conditioner going. It's not a welcome to summer in Australia. It's not supposed to be an extremely hot day. We're only looking at sort of 30, 32 Celsius if you want to do the conversion. But humidity is about 80%, and that's a kill. It's the humidity. Okay, Mike Pence. Show me the energies of Mike Pence. Show me the energies of Mike Pence. Thank you. Let's have a look at Mr. Pence. Right, what have we got? Well, here's the hangman again. He's looking at things from a different point of view, and he's just stopped in his tracks. Literally doesn't know which way to turn. And if you hear the scraping on the floor, that's my white dog Spot scratching. He never learnt to pick his feet up. Yeah, he's just stopped, basically. Stopped in his tracks, paused, doesn't really know which way to turn because the Republican Party that he knows is not the Republican Party anymore. And here it is, heartbreak and loss and disappointment at what the party has become, what went down on January the 6th. Yeah, it's just he does not recognise what he was involved in. Okay, behind the scenes, what's going on behind the scenes. Ooh, very possibly has something on him. Here is Mr. You-Know-Who, King of Coins. Something to be revealed that is not known, something quite unexpected emotionally by this Queen of Cups. So is this Trump having something to reveal on Pence, or Pence having something to reveal on Trump? What's going to come out of what's going on behind the scenes? Justice and the Knight of Cups. Okay, I think it's actually Pence got something on Trump that he is brought forward, already has brought forward in regards to justice. So I think he's been working behind the scenes with information on Trump because of his real disappointment in what has happened to the GOP. The fact that Trump has destroyed the GOP that he knew and loved, okay? Karma hanging over him, the past, and is it dark money? Yeah. Dark money is the karma that's hanging over him. It's money coming through. How do I explain this? It's not money laundering, but the karma hanging over Pence is a past of dark money being received. Didn't they all? Outcome, walking away, loss, disappointment, sadness. With these, he's still got 2 cups remaining standing while the 3 have been spilt. This is what's happened to the Republican Party, and I think he's just going to walk away from what the Republican Party has become. It is a thigh deep in the swamp crossroads moment for him. This is going into the future. And here we have in another swamp, isolated amongst this swamp that he's found himself inadvertently immersed in. He is isolated in regards to that. He is going to set up boundaries as he juggles what's going to move forward, this direction of the GOP. He's just juggling his, it's not emotions, it's not even money that he's juggling, but he's juggling this decision. We've got the two of these here. An offer is going to be made to him to start anew. So yeah, I'm not getting that Trump actually has something on him. I'm actually getting that Pence has something on Trump, and it's all heartbreak, loss, disappointment, sadness, despair at what has happened. Yes, he has received dark money in the past. That is karma hanging over him, but he's just going to walk away. He's going to offer forward what he knows, and he's just going to get on with his life. And like many of them at that time, if you think about the list of people, you've got Giuliani, you've got Graham, you've got Pence, you've got, you can list endlessly. And I know Denise from Spiritual Growth has been doing readings on them all, and when they come up, they're just irrelevant nobodies anymore. But when you think of the power that they held during Trump's reign, it's quite mind-boggling how quick they have fallen into being nobodies, just irrelevant nobodies in the power games. Okay, what I'm going to have a quick look at is, what does Pence have on Trump? I'm going to have a look at what does Pence have on Trump, because from that reading, it's Pence coming forward with the offer. It's not Trump. I'm not seeing that Pence is, Pence is really anti gender diversity. Really, really anti. But I don't see that it's homophobia because he himself is gay in any way. I think he's just, his upbringing has made him, excuse the expression, sexually repressed. And that does cause frustration for him. It is about not being able to accept that others can enjoy intimacy show affection in a public manner. Does that make sense? He just can't cope with that because of his upbringing. And I have no idea what his upbringing was like, but the fact any display of public emotion, whether it be between a straight couple or a diverse couple or whatever, he can't cope with it, is what I'm really getting. Okay. Yeah, he can't cope with any public display of affection. These are everything's being thrust down upon him, and he's found himself out in the cold in regards to that. He can't, isolated in regards to being able to publicly display affection. Okay, show me, what does Mike Pence have on 45? Ooh, that was bad shuffling, but the one that flipped up was the Ace of Swords. Something new coming forward, piercing the crown, bringing down the king. He has something quite big legally on 45. What's true out there? There's work going on behind the scenes in regards to this. Okay, show me. What does Mike Pence have on 45? Right, let's have a look. Oh, well. I mean, straight up, the big lie, the sneaking into camp and stealing the truth. So he's got something on Trump in regards to this truth stealing. I don't know who Pence is working with, but this is a significant signifier card. Challenged by, be careful what you wish for. Wish fulfillment, be careful what you, unleashing the genie. Thank you, guys. I love it when they put the right words in there. Unleashing the genie is what this lie is being what Pence has on Trump is being challenged by. Okay, the challenge is unleashing this because he might find himself ensnared in what is brought forward as well. But let's see where this goes. Base of the reading, the harsh truth being brought forward. The foundation of what is coming. In the past, in his gilded cage, financially secure, hearing what he wants to hear, not what he needs to hear. But this is in the past. I think he's been torn out of his gilded cage. This was his period as a Republican when all was hunky-dory and smoothie cruisy. This was where he was. He was secure, he was happy, he was financially fantastic, sucking the money out of his donors, and he just merrily chirped along his way. But this is in the past. I think he's had his eyes open, and I think he's grown a pair of gonads. Okay, The crowning of this reading, which is the energies that are over this entire reading and what this harsh truth is bringing forward, is about the loans and debts and giving and receiving financial help and, yeah, basically the exchange of money that's gone on behind the scenes. Wow, okay. Immediate future, the lawmakers, the all-seeing cat, I'm not getting Fannie Willis with this, I'm getting another case with this. There is something else where he's working behind the scenes with the lawmakers. Yeah, I don't even know that we know about what this case is going to be. Okay, perhaps a female within the DOJ, a female-led DOJ, FBI. Anyhow, see where this goes. Externally, for Pence, he is feeling really isolated. He's not part of the new school Republican Party. He's feeling as though he's the old man on the out, peering in. It's also shining a light in the dark, but he's isolated from who the Republican Party is now. Internally, a message being brought forward. He's inspired by, he's inspired by whatever's going on here. To try, okay, thank you. They're telling me he's inspired by whatever process this is here to try and rescue the GOP. The knight in shining armour riding forward. Okay. Hopes and fears, Page of Pentacles, dreaming big and working hard, but also bringing forward a message of the money. I think he's really disgusted in how, indebted to money the GOP has become. He was fine with the money in the past, but because it's changed, he's not liking what is happening. So, hopes and fears, bringing forward a message of the money. The outcome, we've got the past. The past is going to, I think he might even entrap himself in some of this, but he's going to be exposing what went on in the past, which is going to cause quite restriction on him and potentially on others. He's bringing forward information on what happened on overseas connections. The lovers, the fool's gold, domestic security, anxiety, working together, bringing about downfall. It's going to be his downfall as well, but I think he's actually come to terms with that. The information he's going to bring forward is going to cause, so he's realised that this overseas connections was fool's gold. It's going to be exposed via domestic security. He realises that he's going to be caught up in this. He realises he's going to be caught up in this, and it's going to cause downfall, but he is so dejected with what the GOP has become. He's working with lawmakers. Dejected on what the DOG has become, because I've looked at the next card, on how the lawmakers have become so entwined with the oligarchs that he's actually going to expose it for the sake of the voter. Bringing forward an offer being made in regards to the win at all cost. Here is something being exposed. Here's the Queen of Cups again. I did ask what they've got on, what he's got on Trump. I think he's going to be caught up in it as well, but it's what he's got on Trump. having to defend his own mercenary actions. But a new start. We've got the Four of Swords again. He's going to fall on his own sword to bring forward what he knows about Trump. And he's prepared to go down with it. Because I think he's just done. I think he's done. And he knows that he has to expose it. Okay, thank you for joining me. Have a brilliant day. Look after yourselves. Take care. Stay cool. Stay warm wherever you are. Love to you all. Bye-bye.